Examples, Rajul, problem number 6. And with this problem, again, we're going to find out that we're going to get a Pythagorean identity at some point that we're going to need to use. So make sure you review your Pythagorean identities before you start taking a look at this problem. So the very first thing that I'm seeing here, and I'm going to take a slightly different tact here, I'm going to use a little bit more nuance than I had for the first 5 problems. I can see that secant of x and sine of x are kind of weird looking, and I want to simplify those. So I'm going to change those into sines and cosines because I can't see anything else that I can do with it. So let's go ahead and do that first. I'm going to leave alone tangent and cotangent for right now. So I'm going to leave tangent of x alone. I'm going to leave cotangent of x alone. And then this secant of x becomes 1 over cosine of x. And sine of x is sine of x over 1. Now we can see that this becomes sine of x over cosine of x. I'm going to show that to you right here in this next step. So that becomes tangent of x times cotangent of x plus sine of x over cosine of x. Now this is of course going to become tangent of x on this side. So this sine of x over cosine of x becomes tangent of x, and I'm going to go ahead and change that now. So let's go ahead and do that. So this becomes tangent of x, cotangent of x, plus tangent of x. And notice how I'm using some different strategies than I've used before. I didn't change everything into sines and cosines. And the reason why is because I see something else. I see that cotangent of x equals 1 over tangent of x. And this is where really knowing all of your identities comes in very handy. So since cotangent of x is 1 over tangent of x, if I multiply tangent of x to cotangent of x, I should get 1. So I'm going to go ahead and show that to you step by step. But a lot of times when we're not doing identities and we're just trying to simplify an expression, you don't have to show all of the steps to your work. But we're going to go ahead and show all of our steps to our work on this. So this becomes tangent of x, 1 over tangent of x, plus tangent of x. Let's go ahead and multiply that through. So that's going to become 1 plus tangent squared x. And this is our Pythagorean identity. 1 plus tangent of squared x is secant squared x. So that's what this whole thing simplifies to. There's our answer. And we know that our answer should be equivalent to what we started out with. Let's make sure on Desmos that we got that right. So as you can see, I've got my initial expression here, and I've got my final expression here. Let's just make sure that my initial expression and my final expression are the same. So my initial expression is here, and my final expression was secant squared x. I need to make sure that those both match up, and they do, so we're doing well. That was examples Rajul, problem number 6.